Hey guys, welcome back to the Houston Coffee Collective podcast. First of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors for this week. First sponsor of the week was Stately Company. They allowed us to shoot in this beautiful studio. Their props, their mics, their cameras, I hope, all of it. And then second sponsor of the week is going to be none other than Ella Coffee,
Woo!
brought to you by the owner of Ella,
Oh,
Miss Laura.
yes.
This is
Yes,
you.
I am. Ciao.
Hola, how are you?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So Ella Coffee is located in Buffalo Bayou Park right now, right?
Yes. Yes.
How do you like the location?
I love it.
Love it?
Park, you know,
Mm.
people walking around, and then also we are close to the skate park. So
Yeah.
I love it.
It's literally down the ramp of the skate park. You park right there at the parking lot. You walk in, it's like, oh, it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a coffee.
Yeah. And bike rentals and then skate park.
Yes.
And then obviously it's so convenient. You can just go down Buffalo Bayou and then just enjoy.
Oh,
It's a really beautiful park. I
agree.
I saw you there a few days ago, honestly, and it was the first time I was there in a while. And they even just that day, they changed so much.
Right.
'Cause
Right. You're right.
they're adding so much things, and even not in Buffalo Bayou, my friend and I went to Memorial, and even then that park has just been changed so much.
Agree. So imagine when I choose this place.
Mhm.
So it was like with my running group,
Yeah,
the Cypress running group, and then we were there for running, of course.
Yeah.
Right? So and then I saw this plaza, and
it just had the wheels thinking.
you know when you're thinking you finished to run and you said need the coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing.
No. So when I started thinking about open my little trailer, so that was the first spot.
Yeah,
And then I
really?
just asked them.
Yeah.
They said, "Why not? Come here." I said, "Okay,
What a wonderful story. It's like, why not? Just go
why
ahead.
not?"
So you are originally from Italy, right?
Yes, yes.
2 degrees.
Oh yes, yes.
Do you want to
Oh,
get
wow.
into what from
Yeah.
like what was the inception of Ella Coffee, especially the Ella Coffee truck? You said you were running Buffalo Bayou, and it's like then when you wanted a coffee shop, why did you want a coffee shop?
I, I like I like a place where you can build a community, right?
Mhm.
And also because I
Yeah.
was a art teacher. Maybe I am. I'm
Yeah,
still
in
am.
some ways.
So, but then art was another point
Mhm.
of my place. So in case in the future we're gonna open a spot, for sure it's gonna be a place where
Mhm.
artists
Yeah.
from Houston, from
Okay.
outside of Houston, they can use our place to
Show
show art
or have a art studio, like a venue for artists to show, or not really.
yeah, why not? Because
Mhm.
when I was young, I'm old. Okay, when I
Mhm.
was young, I was uh, I was at the university study, like everybody know.
Yeah.
And then
Suffering.
I suffering a lot, and I got the job right for help myself, and my job was in his little coffee shop spot with wine, etc. They call that like coffee art place.
Mhm.
So one room was just a place where the artist came and they
Just worked.
make them art
Mhm.
also in
Like
also showing
yeah.
the art.
It's
And
like a
then
small
we have
studio.
we have a like a coffee shop behind
Mhm.
where you know where people can
Yeah.
stay together,
Yeah.
talk, like
Get a coffee and then
caffè degli artisti, they call that in Italy. So and then I was thinking to make in the future something
yeah.
like that.
Take
So,
a little like piece from home and put it in your new home. I guess. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Also, yeah, also music. Why not?
Yeah.
And,
There's so many places like Eden Plant Company. They do like jazz nights at the end of
I
the night.
love it.
The Flat now were like a bar turned coffee shop, and they've always had this music inception throughout like the history of their bar.
I love the connection
Mhm.
about different things. So not just be one thing, right?
This is why like it's so interesting because like I was just telling you before the podcast that I was studying art and I went to art school, but it's always like a lot of people that I meet that work in coffee shops have this love of art, and it doesn't have to be like art itself. It can be like
Yeah.
music art. It can be
Yes.
uh I was thinking fashion art and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So you can
absolutely.
art has this huge web over things, and a lot of artists gravitate to coffee in
Yes.
in a weird way.
And also design artists.
Mm.
So even, you're seated at the coffee shop, at the coffee shop chairs,
Yes.
you can buy it if you like it because it's made it from a
Ah,
local artist or a
yeah.
local designer. So
It just has like a little price tag or like a
yeah,
stamp on the
you can
side.
take it,
Yeah.
take it home.
So many people have
So
sat on it. Yeah.
then you can change the place, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the same one.
It gives it this evolving feature to it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really cute.
So,
Have you been in Houston? How long have you been in Houston for?
oh my God, it's 8 years.
Where would be your ideal brick and mortar? Because obviously,
Uh,
you would you want to
too
keep the coffee
many.
truck and the brick and mortar at the same time,
Oh,
or
that dream,
Mhm.
like a dream. Yeah, yeah. Why not?
one day
Yeah,
truck, one day coffee?
yeah.
Yeah.
We move for events. I'm gonna take the events
Yeah.
for sure because I love it. I love to go to the school. We went to Lamar High School a few weeks ago, so
Mhm.
it's very it's very fun
Yeah.
actually.
The-
But then, yeah, if the place has a space outside,
yeah.
why not keep also the trailer outside and
For
serve people
coffee.
outside
Mm.
in a, well, can be a garden or
Yeah.
whatever. And then you have also the store. So the coffee shop. So
Yeah. Yeah.
can be
Anything. It's
both.
versatile.
I'm open actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to, close my idea in
Just a
one
bubble. Yeah.
one
One concept.
one concept.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to be open to more different stuff. Maybe also collaboration. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? So we'll see. We'll see.
There's
Something is coming soon, but
yeah.
then we'll see.
There's always like ways to collaborate, especially with like a pickup truck or like coffee cart anywhere. Because like we sometimes help like collaborate events, and then we sometimes like we need a coffee vendor, and it
Wonderful.
now that there's so many different like coffee trucks, there's so many
Yeah.
ways to option, and
Yes.
sometimes like we'll have no vendor because they're all booked, and it's like everyone wants them. It was like damn.
I love that. I love. We have a connection from
Mhm. So many
truck
different.
and
Yeah.
cart, coffee cart. So we have a connection. If we are not able to go in some events, so we
Mm.
just
Hit someone
call
else up. Yeah.
someone.
Hey
of
Matthew,
us,
get over
"Hey,
here.
you are free for that." But then, yeah, I love the big communities
Mhm.
is building because it's still building here
Yes.
in Houston, and then that's amazing for us. I think for me especially to be better in my job,
Yeah.
right, and keep going and
There's
growing.
always goals to strive for.
Yes, it's like an inspiration.
Mhm.
You took your inspiration also from
The world around
from
you.
the community,
Yeah.
right? From the coffee community, and so I
So-
really admire
Yeah. All of their work.
all of them.
Yeah.
They are-
Honestly, because like a lot of the coffee community, as cringe and as it is, like it does come from the people, the baristas that work in it, and people who put their attention into the community. Because
Yes.
sometimes the community can sustain itself by like passive and like people not really actively going to events and stuff like that. That is true, but also like the more people that show up, the more we're like incentivized to do things. The more like the coffee grows or the coffee community grows, and the more opportunities are out there for
Yes,
people.
Yes, absolutely. And then I think for a big city like Houston,
Mhm.
it's never enough.
Yeah, it's
So,
there's always events happening. It's just like there's always something happening at all points. Even like during COVID, like we had like that
Yeah.
small month or few months of like everything's like that, but then even before all the lockdowns were like fully let go for everyone else, we were like already back in shape. We were trying to do
Yes.
events. We're trying to do like businesses were popping up again.
we need it, huh?
Yeah.
At that time, we really need it.
Yeah.
That's was the time where I decided to
Open
open
up.
something
Mhm.
on the,
The world needed you, and you found a place for it.
yes, absolutely.
So
No, but,
you are, I guess, obviously you're the owner of Ella Coffee.
oh yes.
Since being a woman-owned coffee shop, what are some like ideals or like principles and goals that you wanted to achieve in your coffee shop, other than having a space for artists?
Oh my God, that's a big one. Oh my God. So I like to be a owner in a corner.
Mm.
So I love to, work with the young community, the the young barista they work
Yeah.
for me. So I really love them. I really love give them
Like the
my
skills.
skills, but
Hmm.
just for make them able to use it
Yeah.
in their way. So um,
You just
you
want to
know,
foster like their love and motivation for coffee, and just like anytime you see baristas, like it doesn't matter who they are, just want to be able to foster that the love for the community.
absolutely, absolutely. And then I want to see them grow
Grow.
in my business.
Mm.
You got it. So it's kind of, I think it came from my teacher size.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that makes sense because like as
leave
a teacher,
them
you would want to
growing.
nurture, especially because you're an art teacher, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You want to
absolutely.
nurture. You never want kids to. I guess it
Yeah,
sounds rude to be uninspired.
bravo.
You want kids to be able to find that inspiration wherever they are, whether that's whatever medium, and that
Absolutely.
never really stops. And if someone doesn't have that like that way to, I guess what those skills to nurture themselves,
Yeah.
and it needs to be kind of like shaped into them in a safe way.
And then I love to give them the space to express themselves, right?
Mm.
So we are changing every season. We are changing our
Menu.
signature drinks,
Hmm.
right? So the key is working with them to build something new, to give them
The
the space
tools, yeah.
to invent it, or just thinking about some new drinks,
Hmm.
new stuff, and then thinking about also all the you know uh,
All,
the situation.
yeah.
Then we have to thinking about so
Yeah, and all like the logistics that go into like building a drink.
so
Yeah,
the logistic is the point,
yeah.
especially for a
A coffee shop
store
owner. Yeah.
moving around to the
Hmm.
city. So you have to be
Yeah.
logistically
Do you,
ready.
so because say for like instance, you do ultra marathons, right?
Oh yeah.
So in certain
Yes.
instances where like you have an ultra marathon coming up, but say you have a barista who can only work certain schedules and it's on those like events for your ultra marathon. Do you allow your staff to open the coffee cart by themselves?
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I want to give them the keys.
Hmm.
Let's go, guys.
Sounds
So,
good. Yeah.
no, like I trust them,
Yeah.
and I want to trust them for sure. So that's how I think you can build
Yeah.
something, right?
In that kind of environment.
And that's the absolutely the key.
Yeah, the goal.
The goals. But then the problem is driving.
Yeah. Because not
Driving the
everyone can have
trailer,
like an F
and
150.
it's complicated. It's
Yeah.
complicated moving around these little things. It
Yeah, that
seems
makes sense.
little, but actually it's moving so
You can
much.
just strap it on your back and just start walking.
That's why we need this
A
store,
spot,
right?
yeah.
The spot. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see soon. We'll see.
So since you have been here in Houston for 8 years, where do you see other than Buffalo Bayou a brick and mortar? Where would you want to if you had, shoot it from space down to Earth, down to here in Houston? Where would you shoot it at? What neighborhood?
That's huge. Oh my God. Let me think. The Heights,
Heights?
Hido,
Okay.
of
I
downtown.
I honestly thought you were gonna say Montrose.
Montrose.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say
Sorry,
Montrose.
sorry. I was in a circle.
You're doing
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
radar, just
That in
Montrose.
Montrose.
I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
I just because the
Why
way you
not?
were talking about it, it just felt like you the coffee shop, the brick and mortar would fit more in a Montrose. I was because the art scene is much
Yeah,
more
of course.
there.
You're right. You're right. But then, you need to find the right spot,
Mm.
the good size, um,
The
in
foot traffic, you can't. Yeah,
yeah, also right, and then be there at the right
right time.
moment.
Yeah,
Oh, got it. Found it. I
yeah,
found this spot. It's exactly the moment you are looking for something. So it's not easy.
yeah.
People, can
Move around.
yeah,
Yeah,
and even Houston is changing a lot, right?
yeah.
It's growing in the different um, part, so you
I
don't
was
know if it's growing
yeah,
more
in
in a
good
few
and bad ways.
years,
Yeah,
so if it's moving in another part of the
direction.
city. So um,
It is because like I actually on the way here because I used to live here on Westheimer,
okay, got
um,
it.
but right here I forget what cross street this was, but there used to be a Goodwill there, and now it's gone.
Oh yeah, you
And
see,
across the street there it's a new like luxury apartment, and I'm
yeah,
like, oh, this is gonna get changed. All like 2 years ago, there was a
yeah.
Goodwill, there was a bunch of like different things, everything, and now it's just like in that small space.
So
All it
right.
takes is like a new like building complex to just be built, and then businesses come in, and it's like now it's time to put a coffee shop
Mhm.
there. But if you're gonna put a coffee shop there, there could have been nothing.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
You don't know. That's the good part. The really great part I like of Houston, like a
Mhm.
city, because like Italian people, we are always in you know in this situation. You have a very old building, so the city can change too
Yeah.
much because you have to stay in some regulation.
Mhm.
So here is everything in
It's just too fast
oh my
paced.
god, no, it is fascinated for
Mm.
us, fascinated. So like we talk about the park,
Yeah.
how much the park changed in a different way, and then it's growing, and then in a few years for me is a magic.
Yeah.
Very magic. So you know, uh, in my city in Italy, I'm from Torino, and i- 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 one of the older coffee shop over there was opened in the 17th century. It's still there.
Okay.
It's still the same, same size. Maybe some people
Mhm.
working inside now,
Yeah.
but then
Their
same
ghost is lingering.
is
That would be
always
so cute.
there.
Yeah.
So you I don't know if it's possible to think in
Yeah.
something like that here, or
I was gonna ask because like, do you
maybe.
with the coffee culture in Italy? Because like you said, Italy is like an old place. Like it
Yeah,
has a lot of rich history, going back to like the Renaissance and everything. And then
Lara.
Houston and just in general, like America is like semi new in the global world. So do you think that because Italy has this like set history that is the culture there and
Yes.
all the people and like all the places are I don't want to say stagnant, but it has
You,
very visibly a line of Italy.
yes, you're right. You got the point.
Mhm.
That's the point. So you are living in a place who has a history
Yeah,
everywhere. You are sitting on the stair,
that's
and
been
then
built for like
yeah.
almost 1,000 years,
So
maybe less.
our I think our job, like Italian, is to take care of that.
Mhm.
Got it? To take care of that for everybody, and then start to watch around, go
Yeah,
around, traveling, and see the rest of the
the
world.
world,
And that's why I'm very fascinated about
America, or
America.
like
Oh,
Houston.
Houston, oh, Texas
Yeah.
is huge. The space is
Have
huge.
you
Oh,
been to Bucky's?
oh yes,
How was
very
that?
clean.
Yeah, it's interesting.
There was, oh my God,
Yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot.
I I've lived in Texas pretty much my entire life, and going to Bucky's to me is a lot. It's I go in, I'm like I feel like I'm in space.
You can spend hours
Yeah,
inside just to decide what you want to
the
buy it.
I don't
So,
know why, but this makes my mind just like the amount of gas pumps there are just wild to
yes,
me. It's
you're
just
right.
like I go in, just like it's a lot. I've
It is always busy, right? So
yes.
you
Why? I, I like I said, I'm from Texas, but I I I don't understand it. And maybe one day can help me out. Maybe the people in the comments, but
that
just like
please.
there's so much like weird like I don't know. Hesitant to call it artifacts, but I'm gonna call it like little quirks of every city, especially in America, because
Yeah.
like we have such a shorter history in the whole world that I feel like our our quirks and our things that matter to us are so much more like weird to a lot of outside
No,
people. Because
no.
like everyone always says, like it's everything's bigger in Texas, and like specifically here in Houston, people care a lot about the Astros, and I've never cared,
I'm sorry.
but seeing people care so much about it, I'm like, dude, I want to catch the vibe. I want to go to the
You are
Astros
like
game.
me. You
Yeah,
are like me. I'm from Italy. I have to take care of, of soccer
yeah.
or football. What you
Football.
call
You can go football. Yeah.
soccer. So, but then
International
I don't
football.
care. I
Yeah.
actually, I don't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing
How
about
could
soccer.
you?
Sorry, but
Yeah.
but it's something
Do
you
you
have to
ever,
fight.
when you were in Italy, have students come up to you and was like, "What do you think about
Yes,
Messi, like,
yes, of
Ronaldinho, or
course.
whoever?"
So who is this
Yeah.
guy?
I have no idea. I never cared about soccer, but
Oh,
when I used to work at Sweet Paris, I have a little funny, interesting story because I was assistant general manager there, and a
wow.
guy came in one day and he started calling me Mohammed, and I'm like, "That's not me. Who are you talking about?" He's like, "You look like Mohammed Salah," and I'm like, "Who is that?" And we looked him up, and it was a football player, and I'm
Oh
like,
wow. I'm
"Would I be
sorry, I don't
here?"
know who is this guy too. I'm
I was
sorry.
looking at him like, "Okay, but would I be working here if I was a soccer player, brother?"
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but thank you for calling me so handsome.
That's the point.
Yeah,
Yes, that's the point.
but I sometimes like the culture here in Houston, just like like going to coffee shops and like the coffee culture is like envelopes you, and then like going around and getting into like the Houston culture. Being from Houston is just weird to say, but getting into the Houston culture and being
Yes.
so wrapped up in like maybe I could go to the Astro games, maybe
Yeah,
I do want to
yeah.
go and just watch and
That's true. That's true. You have like me.
mhm.
I have to. My neighborhood, they are very into Astros
Yeah,
things, so I know something because they
they tell
they
you
tell me everything about it. But then,
we can
yes,
all go together.
we have to.
Yeah,
We have to.
I guess we
Okay,
have to
okay.
now.
Sorry, guys. We
We'll
have
put
to.
it into the budget, guys. But
Yes, but then, but then I love this part too. So
yeah,
this part too of um, y- the the family
yeah,
love some sports and they go together. So
mhm.
that's really nice. In a stadium of soccer, is kind of complicated to
Yeah,
go there and
with
enjoy
a
with your
family,
family the sports because it's um, more, I think,
fast
faster or
pace. Yeah,
faster place. So they, I don't know,
I
but
think
then
it's also
here
because
is
like
more.
the energy at a stadium is like so high. I feel like
Also.
maybe I don't know. For me, like when I go to concerts, like that, it's like
Yeah.
high energy, and then it's like this. You're so much stimuli, and then after you're just so drained.
Yes,
And
yes.
for like studios, I think it's like so many more people, and it's like you're watching people play, and it's like I don't know. The stimuli is there, and I feel like I'll get burnt out like within 30 minutes or
You
something like
got it.
that.
You got it. We have to go, by the way.
Oh,
Okay, we
we'll we'll
have to go.
we'll, we'll,
We
we'll,
we
we'll go
put in on.
by. I guess sometime in September because you're leaving for
Bro,
July, right?
yes, I'm gonna go
To
back
Italy.
to Europe and then
Okay.
Italy too. So,
Where's the first stop in Europe then?
oh, UK,
Okay.
yes, UK for, uh, yeah, my brothers lives
Okay.
there,
Yeah.
so
Just
yeah,
visiting family and
yeah,
then
yeah,
going
we need it.
down, going
We
back
need
home.
it, and then enjoy some coffee over there, and then
Yes.
and then come back
Where has
soon.
been your favorite coffee in Europe?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay. Why are you
Italy. I'm
sorry?
sorry. Yeah, seems like but
Coffee was kind of it's had one of its biggest
but
cultures in
no, maybe not all Italy, but some places like
mhm.
Trieste is a little is a city on the
Yeah.
east part of Italy, North Italy, and they have this very good kind of uh, coffee. They put in a glasses,
Okay.
in the glasses. They call that il caffè nel vetro.
Hmm.
So they don't give you the ceramic things, but
Just a
the
glass.
glasses like
Hmm.
that,
Okay.
transparent. You can see the coffee, you can see the foamy, and they put some cream on top, just a spoon of cream on top, and you
You just
enjoy that in a
okay.
very classic
Classic
coffee
coffee.
shops.
Yeah. Okay. I love that.
And then Torino is another place where
The coffee
the
is
coffee community grow a lot. Lavazza is from there. We have
okay.
a museum with all the old
The old machines.
machines and roasters machines. So
So out of those
uh,
two, maybe another
fascinating.
one. If we went to Italy right now, where would you take me? What cafe?
Torino first.
Torino?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Torino first.
Then we can go
Because
walk
I
around.
know better. But then it's a very nice place. Was the first capital of Italy before Rome.
Oh,
Actually, before Florence and then Rome. But then was the first capital, so
okay.
it's pretty classy.
So a lot of the old like culture is still there.
Yes, a little bit.
Good or
Yeah.
bad?
Uh, Both,
Yes.
right? Some way.
Naturally, 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah. There's things that some places have that they never really went past. You know.
Yeah, they stay like that, but they try to change it. But
Mm.
then, in some way,
It's
the
just.
city and the community over there was trying to change it.
Mm.
Then they come down,
I
or
just tell
maybe.
people with like, especially from like rich history places, like it's small bites. You can't like
Yeah,
we'll go into
you're
like
right.
about Rome. It's like Rome wasn't conquered in a day, right? So it's like it's small bites, and Rome didn't fall apart in one day.
Oh yes,
It was a
that's
lot of
yeah,
things.
a lot of things
Yeah,
happen, still happening.
yeah.
Yes, it's like this. It's like this.
So where else? Where would you be? Okay, top three coffee shops that you would take me, or I guess because as you said, like our art
Yeah,
teacher, where would you take me for good art scene in Italy?
artsy. Hmm. Okay, one is the monuments of
Okay.
Turin.
Hmm.
The name is La Mole Antonelliana. It's like a tour, very higher tour,
Hmm.
and then inside they show all the cinema movie stuff. So
Okay.
moving it's like a movie museum
Hmm.
right now,
I love film as well.
but the place is very interested because you had to go up
The the
to the last,
top,
yeah,
yeah.
to the top and see. Over there you can see the city, and you can join the mountain, the very
Okay.
higher mountain, and
Hmm.
that's one place
For
that I can
sure.
for sure I gonna.
There's so many plans. You got
And
because
then some museum, of course.
okay.
Museum, why not? Some contemporary museum over there,
Hmm.
and so you can see the evolution.
Yeah, because I mean, some of my I talked to my friends about this. Some of my favorite style of painting has always been like Berenice, like super like intense,
Really?
dramatic lighting.
Oh my
I
God! So
love like dramatic lighting.
okay, so we have a lot of that
I
over there.
know,
Yes, that
because
period is still there. Some churches,
let's
or
go.
then you can enjoy. But
Mm.
also, if you are walking in a street, you can
Yeah.
see the houses, and they are showing
Ah.
that.
So even within the architecture, some of
Yes,
that rich
yes,
history
yes,
is still like
yes,
the culture.
yes. Some part of the city are
Mhm.
especially with this kind of art. So
So you are thinking of leaving for the entire month of July. So when will be
but
your
you know
last?
why? But you know why I close in July? You know why?
Because
Because it's gonna be very.
4th of July.
Oh yes, and
Yes,
because it's gonna be very
hot.
hot, right, in
It'll be
Eustace.
cold. No, it's gonna be super cold. It's gonna be rainy
Really?
and no, it's gonna be
Okay,
hurricane
let me know
season.
that.
It's gonna be
Okay, so,
rainy and hurricane
so
season.
imagine a
Yeah,
little trailer in a
in a store.
in a storm.
Yeah,
No, no, no. Better to close.
yeah. Do you have specific dates on when you will leave and then when be back, or right now?
No, it's just
Yeah,
that it's so I have to plan it
yeah,
because
yeah.
going back to Europe means
Takes a lot.
planning
Yeah,
something. But then we're gonna be back for the
for the things.
for the first day of the week.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Of August, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever the month
I don't know.
after
I don't
July
know.
is.
We're gonna reopen,
Yeah.
but we are open now, so
Yeah, of course.
we
So
are still
enjoy the
open.
coffee now while it's
Yes,
available.
yes.
Every day at
Yeah, we change a little bit our hour because
mhm.
it's the summertime. So we open at 8, we close at 2, and we stay open until 3 during the weekend. So it's going to be Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah, all information is
And
obviously available on
yeah,
your Instagram.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you have any final thoughts for us or anything that you wanted to
Oh
share?
no, guys, you are amazing. What
Thank
can I
you.
say? You just put all of us together. You put the community together. So it's amazing. The job you're doing is just amazing.
Mm.
Follow them, guys. Follow them. Follow them.
That's to you guys. Follow them. Uh,
Absolutely. Thank you for doing that
yeah,
because building that the kind of
community.
community means a lot for us. We can be smaller,
Mm.
bigger, or
We,
medium
yeah,
a size of stores, but then
we just want to provide resources not only for you but for baristas out
yeah.
there. So,
Thank
if
you for doing that. Thank you.
thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you
Oh
for
my
sitting
goodness.
down through all the
Sorry for my
technical
English.
difficulties. I appreciate you guys for being here with us.
Okay.
Follow us at Houston Coffee Collective at our Instagram. Follow.
E venite a trovarmi, dai, dai.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao.